all over again, man. Nuggets of wisdom coming at you again. My topic today, my brothers and sisters, why you should interrupt the pattern. Let's talk about it. Welcome back. Why did this like, share, hit the notification bell for new content. Please, my brothers, subscribe. Give a brother an HBO special. Help a brother out. Man, this has been going on in my mind at least for the last 3 to 4 days. Being a little bit busy, some other things, not being able to drop the knowledge, and I want to be in a download space, quiet space to be able to deliver the message. Why you should interrupt the pattern. I know not all patterns are bad. So let me just put that out there. Sleeping well at night, having a routine, working out daily, doing the things that you need to do are not all bad. But sometimes we need to interrupt the pattern. So what is a pattern? A pattern is any sort of process that leads to a certain outcome. Listen to me. A certain set of processes that lead to an outcome. It's not bad. But are there situations whereby you can juice it up a little bit? Are there situations where you can actually change the narrative? Is there a possibility that you can shake it up a little bit? It's like, I don't know so much about boxing, I'm not a boxer, but it's like you having the same plan. Everything you do is very predictable. And there's nothing wrong in being predictable, but if you're going against the things of life, you have not set you up for a situation where, what if this happens? Do I have another game plan to counteract what's coming against me? It's like a boxer that has the same style. He goes to the right, he goes to the left. Anybody watching him, they're watching him on film, they already know how he moves. So there's no surprises. So anybody who is watching the film and can watch how he moves, he can actually determine what's going to do next. So that's not to say that there's no negative patterns. The negative patterns that has come easy to us. The negative patterns that has make our emotions be up like a yo-yo. Everybody know if I say XYZ to this particular person, he's going to blow up. So you have no in charge of your emotions. If I put the right thing in front of him, it's a pattern that he will fall for those things. Everybody who's gone into patterns is something that even it can be a bad one, and they know your weaknesses, they know your vices. It's been a pattern all your life. Maybe you're a drinker, you're not supposed to. It's a pattern that you can't hang around the bar. It's a pattern that you can't do those things because it takes you off course. That's the negative part. I was listening to Derek Jeter today. I think it's a couple of days ago. Even successful patterns. Yes, you can get to your destination, but you didn't really enjoy the journey. So there's a lot of people, and I understand there's a lot of people who just want to enjoy what's going to be next. I need to get to that next car. I need to get to that next $1 million. I need to get to that next this, next that, next that. But they really never sat down to enjoy the process, enjoy the journey. Yes, they achieved what they said they're going to achieve. Yes, they got what they had to get. I understand that sometimes people want to be sharp enough. They don't want to fall off the game, so they want to keep sharp. They want to keep that game sharp. Yeah, I won the first one. and then you with the second one, and when you need the third one, and that's nothing all bad about that. But can you just sit down and enjoy that journey? So that's the good part of it. At least at the end of the day, the guys doing the good part can say, okay, yes, I won this in games, I won this 7 championships, 6 championships, whatever that is. But let's focus a little bit on some patterns that are not bad, but has kept us stuck. It's like, I'll give you a good example. Let's put this in context a little bit. You have the pattern to say, in the area of relationship, I have a particular type. And that particular type has to be 5'5", X amount of pounds, gotta be a particular complexion, gotta look a particular way. And over again, the outcome for what you're looking for has always been negative. You have not, like one of my videos, you have not expanded your horizon enough to see what else you can do. You've not opened up yourself up to understand that you cannot stuck in a pattern that is no longer serving you. You cannot be stuck in a pattern because you're doing yourself a disservice of not knowing what's out there because you're stuck in your pattern and never change up. Never understand what's going on. Never open up to what it's like. A lot of people who are stuck has never changed patterns. They know one skill, they stick to that skill. There's nothing all bad about that if it's all what you're doing. But do you imagine that because, as they say, that we know the set of processes and we know the outcome is predictable, the outcome is comfortable, the outcome, we know what we're going to get with this. And because of that, we play so safe, right? So at the sporting level, we play a lot of defense and no offense at all. So I'm going to give you five takeaways why you should interrupt the pattern. Because not interrupting your pattern, even if you're successful, you might be leaving a lot of things on the table. You might be leaving the best relationship you may have had. You might be leaving the best business you have had because you never switch it up a little bit. You never interrupt the pattern. Number one, interrupting the pattern will give you a fresh perspective than what you have. Your answer is not the all and be all about everything. Because somebody hurt you in a relationship, there's somebody out there that will just take you, love you, care about you, but you stuck to your own patterns. Nothing really happened. So you never change. So you never know if there's something out more there for you to help. Number two, it gives you something else to look for the future. You have to trust in yourself. It's just not only about you. You now trust you. And I want to add a little bit about that. You're actually being a little bit taking a step of faith to do things that you're not really comfortable with. Folks like doing what thing they're comfortable, and that's okay. It's okay doing what's comfortable, but sometimes you gotta look at things that are not comfortable so you can do them. Number three, sometimes you have to relinquish control. And what I mean by relinquish control is very, very simple. Relinquish control simply means, because I know this, I'm the only one that can do it. I'm the only one who can take care of this. So instead of delegating that particular role, place, or thing to somebody else, because you want to hug it like your baby, you never leave it out to actually be. It's like somebody say, you have the ability to become a big Walmart, but you're a mom and pop shop. Your attitude has not changed. You're not ready to control. I don't know who else can take over from me. So most of these kind of people If they have a business, there's no succession because they believe that they are the only one who can do it. Number 4, you don't expand your mind. You don't expand your mind at all because you are where you are because you're not interrupting the pattern. Just because the pattern make you successful does not mean you cannot be super successful where you are. And whatever is stagnant over a period of time, if there's any market forces against it, it will fall apart. It's the same thing that happened with to give you a quick scenario, the same thing that happened with Blockbusters and Netflix. Same thing that happened with, if you look at the founder, the same thing that happened with McDonald's when the guy said, let's do a franchise. He said, oh no, I'm not doing it. I like doing my burgers and everything. The guy took under them because they never enjoyed the product. They stayed where they are. And eventually what happened? They died off. The last one, but not the list. Creativity. Man, I cannot say much enough. There's a lot of things I've tried in my life that I was never good at doing. But when I started doing it, I'm still saying today, I put in the effort in. I didn't know I had that. I could add this concept to this concept, this understanding to this understanding. And as you go deeper under the surface, as you go more and more deeper, it now gives you a better perspective and it gives you creativity that you will not know if you do not interrupt that pattern. This is just my 5 key takeaways. Why you should interrupt the pattern, man. We all need to interrupt the pattern at some point in our life if we actually want to grow. It's all again, man. Nuggets of wisdom coming at you again. Like, share again, hit the notification bell for new content. I'm out.